Hello there, and welcome to our Chapter 16, Season 2, Episode 8 review of the Mandalorian. Dan.
The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian. I'm here today, as always, with the Sith Holocron, Dan. How you doing today, Dan?
Stunned.
Yes.
A bit.
So many emotions, like, everything.
This is a very dense episode.
Yeah, this is easily going to be our longest review yet.
Absolutely.
We're probably going to be like, oh shit, we got to stop. I got to go to work at some point.
Yeah. Oop.
The computer's already dying on you. Shit.
No, it was a notification.
Okay, but man, the Mandalorian, Dan, just ended in ways we thought possible, but like still managed to fucking...
Still wild to see.
Yeah.
Even over stuff we've been theorizing for a while.
Yeah. So just a heads up, full spoilers, and this is just going to be a very wild, not wild review,
if you've seen any of our other reviews, we tend to jump around a lot. This one will be no exception. If not, it'll be even worse.
Yeah, there's just so much to talk about. Yeah, so you want to just hop right... Spoilers, obviously. Full spoilers.
Yes. Third warning, this is spoilers.
Yes. Dan. Yeah. Luke Skywalker.
Well, we're jumping straight
to fucking Luke Skywalker, man. That's what's looming over me right now. That's all I can think about.
That's fair.
We'll get to everything else, but Luke Skywalker.
Nuts.
So...
I figured he would be the most likely one to show up out of all the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
And the second I saw the X-Wing, I knew it was him.
I thought it was Dave Filoni, but yeah.
Well, but then Kara's remark would have actually fit. Oh, one X-Wing, we're saved.
Yeah.
Because what's one troop gonna do?
Right.
Yeah, the way he just strolls in and just kills an entire battalion of Dark Troopers,
man. We finally get what everyone was waiting for, the Luke kicking ass
Luke
moment.
Fucking people up.
And
arguably, for the first time, well choreographed.
Right. I wonder if Hamill actually did that. Probably not.
It looked a little too skinny to be Hamill.
Yeah. Because, to my surprise, it was not recast. Like, it wasn't someone playing Hamill. It looked like they did the Rogue One thing.
There was a stunt double there, but
they
painted over his face.
He was wore the hood the whole fight, but like he got his hallway scene, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and also in the cockpit area, I'm sure it was the same guy. They just digitally put Luke over it.
Yeah. The only time it didn't look good was the wide shots at the end in the elevator.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it looked really good. I thought.
The last little wide shot was when I was like, "Wow, that looks kind of weird."
Considering a TV show budget. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. Dude.
What does this mean for Grogu?
What, do we see Grogu again on The Mandalorian?
Oh, absolutely.
But, like...
Din said, I'll see you again.
I'd like to think... Because we know where Luke's arc ends.
Yes.
Do you think...
And we know bad stuff is coming.
Yes. And he inevitably is like, I'm done, I'm running away, I'm hiding.
However, this is still really early.
Yes. So that's the thing. Do you think...
He's still, like, really young Luke. There's no gray in him yet. Yeah. No gray hair. He doesn't have the beard.
This is 5 years after
so
Jedi.
Ben is 5. He hasn't even been sent to Luke yet.
Yeah.
I'm betting...
Do you think this is his first failure?
Either that or...
Because something, whatever happens with him, has to play into... Because I feel like they're building... As much as we think the Luke arc in The Last Jedi is great and very valid and very... something that we believe would happen to him.
We're defenders of Last Jedi. Just going to see a big percentage drop off there.
But obviously, he needs more than one moment
of failure.
Like that moment of failure with Ben is probably the one that puts him over the edge. But I feel like we're building that.
Well, I could also see that being it, just because it's not just that he failed Ben; he failed all of his students too, because they all fucking died.
And more than anything, his nephew.
And we don't know how many students he had. You know, there could have been like 100 people in there, and they're all dead.
But Dan, do you know what this means? Animated show. Luke Skywalker, Baby Grogu, Ben Solo. Just give it to me. Dave Filoni, where you at?
I quickly looked at Reddit right before we jumped into this recording, and I did see someone saying, so do you think we're going to see Ben next time we see Grogu?
I hope so. I want to see young Ben.
Little kid Ben, still played by Adam Driver.
Yeah, still played by Adam Driver.
Like in Last Jedi, in the flashbacks, when he just looked like an old man. Or not old man, but...
Yeah. But, like... Because I feel like...
There's no way Grogu is with him... like, to that point where Ben...
Maybe this is what they were talking about with the 2 new shows they announced, the Ahsoka show, and because inevitably Ahsoka and Luke are going to meet. They have to. They have to.
I'll be so
especially now with the Grogu connection.
I'll be so mad if they don't meet, especially because that also goes to show Luke thinking that the Jedi suck.
And I feel like now, especially more than ever, with the Grogu connection, you have to do this in an animated series. I don't want it to happen in the Ahsoka show or the Mandalorian.
Yeah, Ahsoka meeting Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would just be more powerful. Hamill voicing Luke, Eckstein voicing
Ahsoka, yeah.
But, like...
And then, again, like you said, you can have little Ben there, too. It's easier to do in animated.
Is this, like, the character arc, like, of him, like... obviously someone's going to have...
Something's going to go down.
Not bad, necessarily, but, like, they part ways. And maybe there's beef, maybe there's not, maybe he fails him, maybe he's... realizes what he learned through Yoda, like his connection to connection to Mando's too strong.
So I have 2 ideas. It's either going to be that, where he's going to say he's too many emotions, but the only reason why I don't think it's going to be that is because he didn't turn Ben away.
Yeah.
Because remember how he like didn't really realize that until Rey came to him.
Yeah.
I think what it could end up being is because obviously Gideon's going to escape.
Yeah, we're seeing more Gideon.
I think Gideon's gonna attack Luke's school, and Grogu will have to, like, be taken away by Mando until Gideon is taken care of.
Possibly, yeah.
Because he'll be like, it's too dangerous for the rest of my students if we have the Empire just coming after us time and time again before they're ready. Because I'm sure he's mostly just training kids right now.
Yeah.
I doubt there's a single adult even there.
Right. This also makes me wonder, like...
Are we gonna see...
Where's Grogu at? Like, what happens to Grogu ultimately in the show? Because obviously he's gonna live for a while, but, like, where's he at during the sequels? Where's he at?
Do you think Grogu's gonna meet Jason?
I want Grogu to meet Rey. And Jason. And Ben. And
well, obviously he's not gonna meet Rey until post-9.
Yeah.
I have no idea where he's going in the future, but I'm just focusing on what he's doing. Like, how is he gonna get separated from Luke?
Right, and like what that relationship is in.
I kind of hope that he's not in next season at all.
Baby Grogu?
Yeah.
Probably not, honestly.
Like,
I think next season's gonna be a lot of Mandalorian, like, lore
that's what
stuff.
I hope.
And, like...
I hope it turns into, like, them trying to take back Mandalore for, like, a season.
I hope so.
The next season, Grogu's gone, Gideon's in jail, and they're just, like, trying to fuck up Mandalore.
Yeah.
And then season 4 happens, Gideon escapes, and then they get Grogu back.
Yeah. I definitely believe now after this show is going to go at least 6 seasons. This is like their flagship title until
absolutely.
The next movie comes out.
Well, it also helps that this is their way to pilot all their other shows.
Yeah, as we learn in the end, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, just that whole ending scene. Like, once we saw Din fighting the Dark Troopers, right?
Yeah, the Dark Trooper.
I almost said Death Trooper. But, like, you knew they were fucked.
They're like Death Trooper 4.0.
Yeah, you knew they were fucked.
Yeah.
Like...
I'm honestly surprised his nose isn't broken from all the times it was bashing his head into the wall.
Right. He just takes...
I thought he was going to take off his helmet and Grogu was going to, like, heal him. Mm-hmm. I thought his nose was going to be broken or something.
I think, like, I want to talk about that moment because that's the moment that most made me cry in the show.
Yeah.
Baby, like, I was holding back tears. I'm like, he goes to touch his helmet, and you know how strict Din is about his helmet. Yeah. And he's letting his son go off to school. He's going off to college. It's so sad.
More like preschool.
But he's 50, damn. No. But, like, he's crying. Like, Din's obviously crying.
Yeah.
And I like this, too, moment because I feel like we're going to get Din without a mask now.
Oh, I bet season 3 we're getting full transition from The Mandalorian into Din Djarin.
Yeah, like, he'll
be more like Bo-Katan and the rest of them.
Yeah,
he won't take off his helmet as much, but he won't be, like, super strict about it. I bet this is where he'll finally start just going by his name. Right.
I can't wait for all the art of that moment of them, like...
Yeah.
I'm going to buy the shit out of
parting.
that. Alice X Zhang, I'm looking at you. Can't wait to buy it. My favorite artist. I bought so much art from her. But, oh, man.
Luke fucking up those Dark Troopers, right? Though, like you were saying.
The one with the Force at the end.
The Force Crush?
Yeah, that was the one, man.
That's definitely the first time we've seen Force Crush in live action.
Yeah.
The only other time I think we saw it was when Maul crushed the hyperdrives in Clone Wars.
In the final arc.
Yeah. So that's awesome to see that again.
It's also like
it also just shows like sometimes Luke's kind of brutal, like when he force choked the Gamorrean guards in Return of the Jedi. Mm-hmm. He's like weirdly brutal with the Force sometimes.
Yeah, it was cool to see.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
This is definitely like that weird thing where I feel like for sure now it seems like Filoni and Favreau, they're running Star Wars
as they should be. But
like, man, I honestly can't believe. So Luke coming back. Now, what kind of stories do you think we're gonna get, like with Luke and Grogu? Are we books?
I bet
animated series.
I hope. Well, I think the most likely, and also the one that I want, obviously, is the animated one. So you can have like all the people there: Ahsoka meeting Luke, young Ben, young Jason.
It'll be called
like all there.
It'll be called Rebelorian. Rebel/Mandalorian sequel series.
Based on their other naming schemes, it would probably just be something like
Grogu,
the School of Skywalker, or something.
Yeah. But like
in the early days, back when he still had hope,
right
before he was crushed.
Yeah,
and I bet that actually could also be the way that explains how Jason probably doesn't die at the temple.
Oh yeah. You think Jason and Grogu are like best friends?
That would be such a waste of a character if Jason just died at the temple.
And Dave Filoni's not gonna like make a character just to throw him away like garbage.
Then they wouldn't have had him be born in the first place.
Yeah.
I hope that they're friends.
Yeah. I think they have tea parties.
Yeah.
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 A little Ben Solo.
Like maybe when the Empire starts attacking or whatever, and they have to take Grogu away, maybe Hera takes Jason away.
Yeah. I'm so intrigued. Like.
I hope we get like an animated show about that.
We have so many shows in the works.
Yeah.
And like we just got another one.
Yeah.
And then I still, but like this is the one that was not confirmed in any way.
Yeah, this one was not. That's honestly fucking amazing.
Yeah. Like this Mandalorian, like I knew Mandalorian would eventually turn into like the Dave Filoni verse, as I'll call it now. like man, is it ever?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I love it.
I want to watch it like 3 more times now.
I know.
God.
And we finally got to see my boy use his spear.
Yeah. See, because I'm the Luke thing I feel like was great too, because like as much as the Din versus Gideon fight was cool, like it was way shorter and like way less than I wanted.
Yeah.
But because I thought that's what it was leading to, but it was really leading to the Luke thing.
But it makes sense because it's like Din's a Mandalorian and Gideon's just like a trooper.
But this made me appreciate Gideon so much more because like
he put up a damn good
he's
fight.
Very thrawny, but not like how he was playing Bo-Katan against like that's definitely what next season's gonna be like, the struggle of like Bo-Katan, like I want Mandalore, but like I don't want to fucking murder you for this thing, and like
the thing is I think if you win in a fight, I don't think you have to kill them to get the Darksaber.
Yeah, but like
oh no, but Maul did.
Din though.
Maul did have to kill Pre Vizsla to get the saber.
Yeah, but even if they don't kill, can she beat Din though? She's older. Like she's been through more. Like Din's younger. Like
I'm not sure. Oh, you know what we were talking about during it? Why Sabine was able to give it away? I just realized Sabine was able to give it away because she didn't win it.
Yeah,
she just took it from Ezra, who just stole it from Maul.
Yeah.
So really, no one won it. The thing is that Din won the Darksaber.
Yeah. So
like, it technically wasn't in Sabine's possession, so that's why Bo was able to take it.
It will be cool,
but now it's in Din. Like Din is the rightful holder. There's like some Harry Potter Elder Wand shit.
It will be cool seeing that. Hopefully next season, like like
they're gonna have to fight.
Yeah. Because he obviously doesn't want it.
He doesn't want it,
but
customs.
Yeah. I think next season's... No.
Next season is going to be all about Mandalore.
She's with Ahsoka. Like, I'm going to say next season we finally get to see Sabine, but like... I don't know. I feel like she's doing the Ahsoka shit.
But also, I could see them... I feel like we'll get, like... If it is... Supposing that it is, like, them retaking Mandalore, I assume Sabine will be involved at least for an episode or two.
Yeah.
Obviously, helmet on the whole time, probably.
Yeah, I could see them casting her, though.
That too, yeah. But I'm saying, if you're going to voice anyone over, that's the easiest.
Yeah, I was going to say, she looks the most different from, like, the actress looks most different from her character. I feel like most of the people in Rebels could play their character,
but Sabine looks pretty different.
Yeah, but she could do it.
But she's helmeted.
Yeah,
so
she could do it though.
Even though she never wears her helmet, but yeah, you could do it.
But man.
Yeah, I loved that whole, like, seeing just how terrifying the Dark Troopers are.
Oh, yeah, I've never been scared of, like, any of the troopers.
The closest I ever got was Death Troopers, because they were actually competent, but now this is a whole nother level.
Right, like, this Din got fucked up by them. Like, I'm like, bro, you need to get him checked out for a concussion.
When they just start punching the glass.
Right.
The like, weird thing about them is that they're so slow, but they are so thick.
Yeah.
Like, they have, like...
They're very robotic.
You think they'd be faster, but they're just raw power.
Yeah, they're power. Like, they're not, like, mobility. They're just fucking...
That's what the Death Troopers are for. Yeah. They're, like, the intelligence ones, whereas the Dark Troopers, you just send them in to kill.
Yeah. Man.
I really want Mando to slowly turn into just, like, mostly using the spear.
I mean, he's got to be running low on them whistling birds.
I think... Gideon said he was out.
Yeah, and, like, honestly, like... Probably not worth using any more Beskar on, you know?
Well, he doesn't have any more Beskar either.
Exactly, unless he broke down the staff.
No.
Oh, he could. He has the Darksaber now, Dan.
He's not going to keep it.
I know. That's almost...
I want my boy to rock his spear.
Right. Needs to, like, redeem himself.
Well, and maybe he could get more whistling.
Viper, you know?
Maybe he could... Yeah, he basically did make up for that. But like,
I was ready for him to do like the flip. I'm like, I wanted that so bad.
Now just imagine though, if they retake Mandalore, they could have more Beskar for him to make whistling birds.
Yeah, what is the current state of Mandalore? Like, they said the Empire burned it to the ground.
Glassed it.
Yeah,
and probably in the Night of 1,000 Tears or whatever it was called.
Ooh, that's what I want next season just to be pure Mandalore, like Night of 1,000 Tears backstory, like maybe see it and like all that shit, like
Gideon just fucking up Mandalore.
I want to see the Armorer again.
I feel like she's gonna come back.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting because she'll probably be ashamed of Din since he's taken off his helmet.
Yeah, the culture war. Yeah.
Like, and he'll be more like a Bo-Katan type Mandalorian.
Because like the ones that were protecting him were more like
they were the cults.
They were the cult. Ooh.
They were the Watch.
Din's gonna probably feel very alone next season without Grogu and without
being kind of in the middle of the
two Mandalorians, and like Cara and probably gonna be off doing her own thing. I think we're done with Cara in the show.
Well, definitely she won't be in the next season because she's gonna be taking in Gideon and shit.
Yeah, and we're gonna be doing probably the
and Rangers show. Yeah.
And we'll probably see Grief from time to time. I like to think he goes back to Navarro and sets up shop. Builds a ship.
Oh, Mando?
Mando, yeah.
In the in-between? No, I think he's going straight with Bo, honestly.
Really?
I bet
they have unfinished business, probably. But
they have unfinished business, and he doesn't have a ship.
Yeah. He really doesn't. Well, I'm sure he can get with Cara. And like
I guess he could just take a TIE fighter, too. Yeah. But I feel like he's going straight with him.
Yeah, because I'm sure Bo will let her take one of the ships off the
I could also
cruiser.
see him getting a Gauntlet starfighter to replace the Razor Crest.
Yeah.
He's not really a bounty hunter anymore. He doesn't really need a cargo hold.
That's fair.
And Gauntlet starfighters are kind of big.
Do you think we're going to see Boba?
No.
No?
No. Because of the end credit scene.
I bet we see... You want to talk about that right now?
Yeah.
So, we were watching the credits, right? And I'm like, there wasn't art like it normally is, like concept art, and we're like, probably in the season. I'm like...
And I like jokingly brought up, do you think there's going to be an end credit scene?
Yeah, like not thinking it was actually going to happen. I'm like, probably not. I just not ready to move off the credits. And I start walking away to throw some garbage away and put some shit back in the fridge, and like, all I hear is, Tyler, come back! And then it's fucking...
Yabba's Palace.
Bib Fortuna, fatter than he's ever been, sitting on the throne. That's what the throne does to you, man. You get that power. And
How did he survive? Was he not on the skiff with Jabba?
Probably not.
Oh, he actually probably wasn't. Jabba probably left him behind to just like watch.
But obviously, we could tell based on that, like, he wasn't doing shit for...
No, absolutely not.
Like, there was nothing, like, he wasn't bringing in money. He was
just using Jabba's, like, fortune and just gorging himself.
Yeah, like, he probably lost so much of the money, it was probably, like, on this thing. And then we see Fennec Shand, right? Or Shaw?
Just
Shand.
Fennec.
Fennec walks in and...
Just blasts, like, the 4 guards he has.
Yeah, and then fucking Boba Fett, man.
Boba Fett takes the throne.
And we're like, shit, season 3 gonna be lit.
Yeah.
Like, season 3 gonna be off the fucking chain, brah. And he's just sitting on the throne looking cool, the Rancor thing, and all of a sudden it pops up. The Book of Boba Fett. December 2021. And then we're like, what? That was like the moment we lost it. Because we did not expect that out of nowhere. They literally just announced 11 shows and like 2 movies.
But I'm so glad that this wasn't one that they announced. Yes. Because that's such a phenomenal way to announce a show.
It's the most recent one. You gotta assume Filoni and Favreau are doing this too? I don't want to assume anything, but like...
I don't know. I have no idea. I can see it though.
I feel like now, like they said, like all these are gonna lead into like some epic Mandalorian finale event. All the shows
combining.
Yeah,
like, I could see that
MCU style shit.
Merging to fight the final enemy, just with everyone Mando's helped in all of his side quests.
Right.
That's the point of all his side quests, so that at the end he can rally everyone together.
Very video gamey.
They'll get their portal scene.
Do you think we see Snoke?
Well, that's what they're.
That's what they're building. But
I don't actually. It's hard to say because we know it was the Sith Eternal that made Snoke's. So I think they're just trying to make Palpatine. Unless they are.
But they won't make Palpatine.
No, yeah. Well, they're not going to succeed.
Wait, but isn't Snoke failed? Like, I don't remember. Is Snoke failed?
Snoke has failed Palpatines. Yeah.
Okay.
So unless Gideon is connected to the Sith Eternal, they're not making Snoke's.
I'm interested.
Also, that makes sense though, because how else would they have? Because I guess it seems like you can't clone Force-sensitive people. Like, that's why Rey's dad was not Force-sensitive.
Yeah.
So maybe Gideon is connected to the Sith Eternal.
I can see it.
And that's why they needed Grogu's blood. Because
he seems very culty.
They need midichlorians.
Yeah.
Or as they call it now...
you just said midichlorians.
Or as they call it in Mando, M-count.
M-count. That's funny.
I like the doctor guy's willingness to help them.
Yeah, he's very like... I'm just doing my job.
He didn't want to be responsible for the death of a baby, to be fair.
Yeah.
He really doesn't have a choice either, because Gideon
every time
he's whack him.
Yeah, he's like very helpless. Like, as in, like, he just, whoever is with him, he's like, you're in charge.
He's like, I shouldn't have learned how to be a cloner. How did he learn how to be a cloner? Too? I'd be interested to see a story about that, because Palpatine, like... I actually don't know if that's canon or not. I think in Legends, he destroyed Kamino.
Who?
Palpatine.
Palpatine? Probably. I don't know.
Because there were clone rebellions and shit in Legends, and like he hated the Kamino people because like.
I'm sure we'll learn about this in the Bad Batch show.
Yeah, yeah. People do think that could be like them canonizing a version of the clone rebellions.
Yeah.
And also Palpatine hated just like being in their pocket because like they made his army, so that's why he got rid of clones in general.
Yeah.
But at least the way they always made it seem, and also it makes sense because we never see clones other than the Clone Wars. Like, clearly something happened where clones just aren't common and no one makes clones.
Yeah.
So I'd be interested to see how that guy even became a clone engineer.
Right, he's young too.
Yeah, maybe he like went to like the ruins of Kamino or something.
Yeah, maybe like his...
Or he was involved with the Sith Eternal.
Maybe he was like a parent, like a kid of someone in the Empire, obviously, and then he just like became fascinated by clones.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, maybe he's like a history buff. And like,
which, to be fair, that is an underutilized thing, like where you can just breed your own army.
Yeah, yeah.
But then again, when you have Dark Troopers, who needs clones?
Right, fucking... Oh, man, those things were monsters.
And I bet when Gideon gets broken out, and probably...
Who's gonna break him out, though?
The rest of his remnants.
Thrawn? Nah.
I feel like Thrawn is... disconnected.
Yeah.
I don't think Thrawn is part of the... Because Gideon...
Price?
Gideon is Price is dead.
No, the one from Skywalker.
Oh, Pride?
Pride! Yeah.
I thought you meant Governor Price from Rebels.
No, Pride, the guy from Skywalker.
Yeah.
Oh, I honestly think we're going to see the beginning of the First Order in this show.
No, absolutely.
Like, who's like... Do we know...
I could actually see it being Pride.
Do we know who like the beginning people of the First Order were?
It's... Most of the people that started it, I believe, are the people that Hux killed.
Oh, okay. So
because Hux killed all the other leaders so that he could be general.
Yeah.
That's why he's so incompetent and yet so high ranked, because he just killed all the others.
Yeah.
Including his dad.
Right.
I could see it being like Hux's dad or something, though.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like, just some of those earlier First Order people before Hux whacked all of them.
Yeah, and then I think Pride would make sense, too, because...
Sith Eternal.
The Sith Eternal.
Yeah. Because I feel like Gideon's connected to the Sith Eternal, and I don't see Thrawn being connected to that. So that's why I feel like Thrawn is not connected to Gideon.
Yeah.
And also, I don't feel like Gideon would really want to be under Thrawn.
Yeah.
He's only under one man, and that man's name is Emperor.
They should really remake Rise of Skywalker.
Don't be one of those people.
Random thought.
Don't be one of those people, Tyler.
But just imagine how cool it could be with all this stuff we're getting now, you know?
This is literally them prequelizing the sequels, where they're going back later and fixing them.
Yeah.
And again, using Dave Filoni.
Not that any of them need to... I don't think the first two need to be fixed, though.
Well, but also just like a lot of like the lore stuff.
Not even like fixing it, just like adding to it and making it like more, you know...
Yeah, which is exactly what they did with the prequels.
Yeah.
It's not like they were like retconning things. Yeah, no, they just made it.
It was just patch 2.0, you know?
Yeah.
Updated. Clone Wars is the best update to a video game ever, you know?
Yeah.
The prequels.
Well, so that's what I feel like that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
With like this.
But I really... I know this is a Mandalorian review and we're talking about like what this episode means, so we're not talking about the episode a ton, but obviously we're talking about the...
Well, but it's the finale, so a lot of it is talking about the future.
Yeah, but like... Ahsoka needs her due in the films. Like, she's so important to everything here, and she just needs to be in a film. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, if they do not do episode 10, 11, and 12... and it's not Rey, Finn, Ahsoka,
well, I hope
Grogu.
They're not called that.
Yeah, if it's like... Well, it will be episode 1.
Well, just don't even, like... Yeah, because Skywalker Saga is 1 through 9, and I don't want it to be Skywalker Saga.
Yeah, but, like, it's inherently tied to it, though.
No, yeah, but it's what comes after.
Yeah. It's
like,
it's like I'd like to think Grogu's the future. You know what I mean?
Well, he absolutely is.
But like they don't tell us enough about him in the current.
Well, that's what they're setting up to, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
We're only partway through. Tyler.
Star Wars. The next 10 years is gonna be lit. Like I swear to God.
That would actually be cool if in one of like the future seasons, like we see a birth of a Snoke?
No, I bet we will.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I think they're gonna
the first Snoke.
As much as I really don't care to see that, I think they're gonna show us it to help us understand it because it's so poorly explained. The whole.
That's why I want to see it.
Yeah.
Because then also, I think
then they don't have to.
Snoke is an interesting idea. It just was poorly executed.
Then they can just throw out that Rise of Skywalker novelization where they try to help explain it. You know. It'd be cool to see like Rey's parents and shit too.
Yeah.
Because the actress who plays her mom's a good actress. I could see them using her at some point. Like, she's a really good actress.
Yeah, it'd be a while before that, though.
Yeah.
It'd be, like, 6 years before Rey's born.
Mm-hmm. Rey doesn't have to be born. I just want to see that.
Well, also, since her dad is a clone and ages twice as fast...
Yeah.
9 years is 18 years to him, so...
Yeah.
He's an infant right now.
Right.
He's younger than Ben.
Is he the first failed clone?
I don't think it's ever been specified, unless they talked about it in the novel.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to the episode, though. Back to Mando, though.
It was cool seeing R2.
Yeah, that was cool.
I was surprised by it, even though it makes so much sense.
Yeah, R2 was always with Luke.
Yeah. But yeah, man, this episode...
That's why he got all depressed and shut down.
I honestly thought at the end it was going to say Taika Waititi directed, or like Dave Filoni or Favreau, but Peyton Reed, interesting, good shit for him. Man.
Yeah, I loved Gideon's way of like trying to pit them all against each other.
Right, yeah, he did it.
And he's like weirdly like trolling a lot of the time. Though he's like just like kind of laughing at him and shit.
I've never been like a Gideon, like dislike Gideon, but I've never been like, oh, Gideon's a great villain. But this is him being a great villain. Like he was interesting and intriguing, but this is him like fight like the manipulation and like fucking with them and like always being a step ahead and like.
And I figured this is what they were gonna do with him, just because it's Giancarlo.
Yeah, Esposito. Yeah, he's in 2 of my favorite TV shows this year.
Yeah, I just love like where he's like, "Oh, you're sparing me? Well, this will be interesting."
Right.
Always plotting.
Right.
Yeah, it definitely feels like he studied under the school of Thrawn.
Oh yeah, I could see him being not connected to Thrawn.
I could see him being like an old underling to Thrawn.
Yeah.
Like before Thrawn got yeeted. Mm-hmm. And now they just don't know about each other.
Right. He idolized him or something.
Yeah.
Well, I really liked the beginning of this episode. Boba like beefing with like the Bo and I keep forgetting
the other
her
one
name in the bar.
Yeah.
And they're like
Boba also being very trolly.
Yeah, they're good shit talking there. And then Bo-Katan, I love Bo-Katan's line, if either of you had this much fucking fight for whatever...
If either of you had this much of a spine...
Yeah, we wouldn't have had this problems with, like, the whatever... Like,
we wouldn't have lost Mandalore.
Yeah.
If we showed this much spine.
Right. That was good shit.
I love their
Bo-Katan's gonna be a big part next season.
I love their flamethrower cross stream.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
And also just getting to see Boba fight competently. Right. It's always nice.
Yeah.
First time for everything.
Mm-hmm. So, there were rumors about a Bo-Katan Cara show. I don't see that.
No.
Especially with everything they've announced and like where things are going. They definitely...
Well, I think people thought
that's called Mandalorian Season 3.
I think that's what people thought Rangers was going to be.
Yeah, Bo-Katan has nothing to do with that.
No. But I think that's what people thought it was going to be.
That's going to be the Bill Burr...
Yeah.
That's going to be the Migs, Cara Dune, and Cobb Vanth show, in my opinion.
Migs
Murdoch or whatever.
Mayfield. Oh, I don't know his first. I only know him as Mayfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be their show.
Yeah. And I Versio, please.
Yes, hopefully.
That's what I want. That'd be lit as hell, dude.
I also still if not there, I want her to show up in Mando or something. I want her to show up somewhere.
Yeah. Especially with all
especially with how many characters they keep using.
And especially since they brought up Cinder too.
Yeah, they did bring up Cinder, so.
Yeah, man. Oh.
I could see it. Yeah, I loved like that whole bar scene and just like the weird almost like racism that Bo-Katan has for foundlings.
Right?
Where he's like, "Oh, your sponsor gave that to you?"
Because foundlings are mainly a thing of
like the Watch.
Watch, but like, do they do foundlings? Because obviously they don't like the Watch because the Watch is very culty and very.
I could see the
zealous,
Watch being the only ones that did it.
Yeah,
but then how did Jango get out?
Yeah,
that makes me wonder if Jango is a foundling, and if the Watch is the only ones that do it. How did he get away? He just fucked off and flew away.
Probably. Yeah. Because you gotta assume before the Watch, like the Watch was spawned off of like the original Mandalorians, right?
Yeah.
You have to assume they were a lot more culty, and then once they started changing, they probably like, we don't want these ways, and that's when after they started to like. That's why
once Satine took over,
that's why probably like Jango was,
and
like,
I'm sure the couple of leaders
in that weird in between phase.
Because Satine was obviously the super pacifist one, and that's when Death Watch like really started to kick it into high gear.
Yeah,
but I'm sure they spawned from the Watch.
Yeah,
unless she was just calling Death Watch the Watch, which is funny because Bo-Katan used to be a part of Death Watch.
Right.
She was the second in command until Maul took it over.
Yeah.
That's what I find it funny about her being, like, weirdly racist about this.
Yeah. But she was the one who was all chill with it with Din and, like, everything. Like, yeah. Maybe she just heard of Boba and it's like, fuck you.
That's the other thing.
There's probably the bias of who he is.
That's why I feel like what it comes down to is just she knows who Boba is.
Yeah.
She sees the green armor.
Right.
In the EE3. And she knew he was a clone, so... only one person that can be.
Yeah.
I also just find it funny when she says, "I've heard your voice 1,000 times," when it's like, any other time we've seen her interact with clones, it's in the Clone Wars.
Right.
It's not even close to the same voice.
Yeah. No, but it is. It was a good shit talker.
Oh, absolutely.
I love that. That was funny stuff. Think we're going to see IG-11 again?
You think we're going to see Kawil again?
Oh, no. God, this show's so fucking good. I'm like, how can they top last year's finale? They do it.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck not seeing Grogu for a while, though.
But it'll also be good.
I'm just glad he's safe on Christmas, because like I was watching a podcast where one of the people was like, I was talking to like my cousin. They're like, their daughter was like sad as hell, like because Grogu was taken, like they were like crying and losing sleep over it. Like, imagine 2020 ending with Grogu not being safe. They're talking about. I'm like, that's fascinating. So thank God he's safe.
There always was the chance they wouldn't have gotten to him, but I feel like they would have. Like, no matter what. It'd be a weird end to the season if he was still captured.
Yeah, you just knew, though, like, when he was going in that cage to get him, you knew Moff Gideon was going to be there.
Oh,
you just fucking knew it.
As soon as he realized that they were under attack, I knew where he was going.
Right.
At first, I honestly thought he was going to let Din leave with Grogu.
Yeah, me too, because, like, it's very Empire. You just do what you need to, like, get your shit. He got his shit. He's like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
Well, but also, he was lying because they already had the blood before, but they ran out.
Yeah.
So he clearly wasn't. He didn't want to let Grogu.
Yeah, but obviously,
I like believed him for a second still, even though I knew there's no way he was going to let him go.
Right, they're going to run out again at some point.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'll say, who are they? I feel like they need to introduce somebody now, like, who's going to free Gideon, or like if he escapes on his own, like someone who can.
I feel like it's going to be Pride.
Captain Kennedy.
Pride or some of those First Order folk.
Yeah. That'd be a cool tie-in. Because they're
going to use Dark Troopers to save him, I bet.
Yeah. What about
they'll break him out of. Do you think we'll see like
Cal Kestis?
What's the name of the planet that the Hosnian Prime?
Hosnian Prime. That'd be cool.
Do you think he'll be imprisoned there? Because he's clearly a very high value target.
Yeah.
So he's going to be held prisoner somewhere like important. That'd be cool if he was on Hosnian Prime.
Yeah. That would be cool. I want to see Hosnian Prime and Alderaan.
Wait.
No, like before it blew up.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see it.
That scene at the beginning when that guy was taunting Cara about Alderaan being destroyed.
Right. Here's the real question.
And someone finally said in Star Wars about all the millions of people on the Death Star that died.
Right. I knew she was just gonna fucking mow his ass down.
Oh, absolutely.
And she's like, yeah, if the guy gets a graze on his face, he'll be fine.
She's accurate.
Yeah.
She's a dropper.
Right. They know what they're doing.
But that was a really good taunting. Like,
yeah.
Damn.
Here's the real question. Fuck, I think I lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me. When... Fuck. I had to forget where I was going with it. Basically, when do we see Hondo? Boba Fett show? Like, we're in the Filoni-verse now. When Hondo's gotta pop up somewhere. He's on Batuu during the sequels. Like, where the fuck is he?
I still think he's the one who was holding Grogu captive.
Yeah, like, where the fuck's Hondo?
That's still my theory.
Like, now that next season gonna dive into Mandalorian stuff, like, you probably won't see him, but, like, I feel like we might see Din in, like, one of the episodes of Boba.
Yeah.
Like, just, like, picking up a bounty in his spare time or something.
He needs the money for a ship.
Yeah. Or, like, I don't know, like...
Or he needs intel.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like, we need, like... No, do you know what would be interesting? If, like, Luke finds out that Boba's background in Tatooine. Like, what that could mean.
And he, like, goes to, like, fuck him up?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Finish what he started.
Yeah, but I don't see Luke holding that kind of grudge.
Yeah, Luke's just so far beyond that probably at this point. He is more important.
He doesn't care.
Until it starts affecting the galaxy in a significant way.
Because there's always going to be scum ruling over scum, so...
Yeah. But Hondo needs to pop up somewhere.
We both thought the end was going to be Hondo.
Yeah, I thought that.
End credit.
I thought that was going to be a Hondo thing. Because that's where he would fit in the Boba show.
Jesus.
Sorry.
You're really...
Yeah, I was hiccuping and talking. That's where he fits in.
I feel like he's going to be in the Boba show.
Yeah.
He's going to be, like, trying to weasel his way into being the second in command.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think he ever gets his pirate crew back?
Who?
Hondo. After the Seppies killed all of them.
Nah, he's just...
he's just riding solo forever.
He's like getting his random Ugnaught where he can, you know. What was his name? The Ugnaught from Rebels?
Melch.
What a legend. When are we going to see Vizago again? When the fuck are we going to see Ezra again?
If we ever see Vizago, he'll also be in the Boba show.
Right.
I bet the Boba show is just the scoundrel show.
Yeah. That'll be cool. What ones?
That'll be cool if we see Bosk meet up with Boba again, since Bosk was basically his dad.
Yeah, or
Or his replacement dad, I
guess
I should
say. Or that one
say.
from Rise of Skywalker, no Dengar Laba.
Rothgar Dang.
Rothgar Dang.
And Poe was like, God damn, what the fuck happened to you?
Dude, no, because Embo and Dengar... See, but Embo and Dengar got out.
Yeah. But Dengar went back in.
In the Battle of Jakku, yeah, which is weird. I want to see Embo.
Well, I bet Dengar got out and then realized there's nothing else he can really do that he's good at.
Yeah.
So he just went back to what he was good at. Like Han.
Right.
I do hope Bosk is in the Boba show, just because he was basically Boba's stepdad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really
That'd be
hope
cool.
So. And Aura's dead.
Aura's dead, otherwise it'd be cool if she was in it. She was basically his mom.
Yeah. Man, dude, the future of Star Wars is bright.
Yeah.
There's so much cool
There's so much shit. I really hope next season is just all about Mandalore.
Oh, it better be.
I'll be a little sad if it's not.
Yeah.
Because also, it will be good to have, like, some time with just Din.
Yeah. Because we still need to know more about him. We don't know Din very well. We know Din, you know? Like,
yeah, we know Dad.
What's Din's favorite food? Like, what does he do in his spare time? Like, what makes him tick? Like, what's his passion other than protecting the child?
Killing.
Like, you know, like, what is he, like... Do you think it'll be lit if we start next season and he's just fucking chilling on that episode 4 planet from season 1 with that girl, you know? He's like...
No, I bet they're going...
You want to see my face finally?
See, I still think they're going straight to plan... Well, not straight to Mandalore, but they're like... He's probably with Bo and them plotting.
But, like, who's in control of Mandalore right now?
The way they make it sound is that it almost sounds more like there's no one in
control. Or they're trying to bring back Mandalore. Are they recruiting Mandalorians?
Yeah. I think it's more of just, like, maybe some Imperial remnants, but it also, the way they make it sound is like it's just almost gone.
And we've established Din's a good guy.
Yes.
But he's a Mandalorian bounty hunter, so he's kind of gray. Like, he can be gray. Do you think we start to see that darker side of Din without Baby Yoda, or without Grogu, where he's like, where something happens where ruthless. They're like, fuck, we're going to get Grogu back. Like, he misses him and it's just starting to get to him, and, like, he's struggling with it. And he's like, fuck it, we're going to go to the Jedi school and fucking fight these Jedi and get my son back, you know?
I don't think he's going to fight them.
Yeah.
Because also, he would die.
Is he got a Beskar?
No, but I mean...
He's got a Beskar staff?
I don't think he's beaten Luke.
Oh, no. Baby Yoda will Force stroke Luke for him, and he'll get away.
That'd be weird, and also... He's gray, not evil. I don't see him just attacking the Jedi.
Yeah.
When they're not his enemy. Because also, Grogu's made him more of a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess the series has gone on. He's become more and more compassionate.
Yeah.
That's why he is more kind of set good guy, but he still does, like when he hung that guy up on the telephone pole and just left him.
Right.
Like, he still does brutal shit, but...
Yeah, man... This episode, dude. The moment where he takes his helmet off for Baby Yoda is like my favorite moment of the show. It's fucking perfect. Talk about character growth, man.
I saw some people mentioning how amazing would it have been if that was the first time we ever saw his face.
That would been amazing. Even if it was like the first time we saw it this season, would have been even better too.
Yeah.
It is kind of weird coming off the him having it off last episode, but like.
I think it's also just him getting, like...
But every time he's taken his mask off, it's been for the child for the most part.
Yeah.
Which makes
except season 1.
Oh, yeah, he was just doing that to survive.
Well, and also there wasn't a living being there.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like it also makes sense in a way that, like, he's not just going to go 0 to 100. It's kind of like him being desensitized to having it off.
Yeah, I'm getting worried, though, because, like, if we learn anything from season 1, if you see Din's face, you die. Migs and Grogu, man. I don't know how much life they have left.
No. It's only 1 for 3 that died.
Yeah, man.
Well, and also, Luke saw his face, too. And we know he's got a lot of years left.
Shit.
He's got, like, 26, 25 years left.
It'd be cool to see him, like the adjustment of him not having his mask on all the time. Like, he's like, oh, I can move my head these ways? Like, what?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about?
Specifically?
I feel like we covered a lot.
I feel like we mostly have it covered.
In very sporadic fashion.
And very all over the place.
Yeah, with this episode, let's do something fun.
Okay.
Let's rank the episodes this season.
Ah.
To end it. To end the podcast.
To end to end the season 2.
I'm sure we'll do a special Halloween cast later too, where we just talk about the whole season.
Season 2, yeah.
And just all the shit, but let's rank the episodes.
Okay.
Number 1. What's the worst one?
Also, just for reference, I'm going to put a graphic on after we get them all up, because I want to get this video up as quickly as possible.
Right, yeah.
So I won't have time to, edit it the way I did it for the last review. Or not review, whatever the last
You don't even need to put a graphic on, honestly. We'll just talk about it.
No, but they got to be able to read them.
Yeah.
I think that the lowest one is the Spider Cave.
Spider Cave?
That one was the only one where I was like...
Oh, preface, all these episodes are fucking great.
Oh, absolutely. But that was the only one where I was like, man, I kind of wanted more.
Yeah, the Spider Cave. Episode 2 is...
Nothing plot really happened there.
That's fair. Episode 2, and you don't like spiders, I get it. And episode 2 is 8th.
Yes.
I feel episode 7 is 7th. Right? I'm trying to remember the other episodes. This top 2... Let's get this out of the way. Number 1, this one.
Yes.
Number 2, Ahsoka.
Yes.
Number 3. What is number 3?
I almost want to say episode 1 for number 3. Cobb Vanth, Crate Dragon.
Yeah, that is a good one.
I fuck with that episode.
What was episode 4?
Was that the Bo-Katan episode?
No, it was episode 3.
4 was the blue guy.
Okay.
When we first learned that they were making Snokes.
That's episode 7. Rank 7.
That's rank 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Mids episode. Even though that one was great.
Then 7. See, this is what has to go on screen. We're saying a lot of numbers.
Yeah. So we got...
It'll be up once we get all of them in place.
Then we got the 3 in the middle, right? Mm-hmm. Crate Dragon, Bo-Katan, and Boba Fett.
Oh, Boba Fett's definitely the one above 7.
Really?
I would say. That one's a lot of them just running up and down a hill.
I like that one, though.
I like that one. Well, that's the thing, is they're all really good, but I definitely like the other 2 way better.
So, Crate Dragon 3, Bo-Katan 4, Boba Fett 5?
Yes.
And then 6 is your official rankings. Let's see if I can get this. Ready? Number 8.
Let's see if I can even translate this to an image. We're all over the place.
Number 8. What was the episode called?
I'll have the names on screen. The spider one.
The spider one. Number 7.
The grief one.
Grief, Karga, and Kara one.
Yeah.
When he's in school.
The school one. Their actual titles will be on screen.
Number 6. Boba?
Yes. Or no,
Mayfield. Number 5, Boba. Number 4, Bo-Katan. Number 3, Crate Dragon. Number 2, Ahsoka. Number 1, Finale.
Yes.
And bring back Taika. No, what a great season, dude.
Yeah,
definitely way better than season 1.
See, that's what I find funny is
how his shows just get better.
And also just I look at Reddit a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of Reddit doesn't like this season anywhere near as much as last one.
Really?
From what I've seen.
From what I've seen from people like this season way more.
But that's the thing is,
we
have, and also your Twitter.
I'm very dialed into Star Wars fans.
Yeah, you're very dialed into Star Wars fans, more similar to us.
Yeah.
I'm more just looking at Reddit in general, and I see a lot of people more complain about this season.
But here's my thought, guys.
Especially the Ahsoka episode.
If you guys do not like The Mandalorian, specifically season 2, you're just never gonna like Star Wars, so just stop.
Never gonna like Disney Star Wars.
But this is the closest to regular Star Wars.
No, but that's what I'm saying is I
don't think there's a difference between Disney Star Wars and original Star Wars.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that a lot of the people have such a hardcore anti-Disney bias.
Yeah, if you don't like The Mandalorian, which is the most George Lucas Star Wars we're gonna get probably, closest to the core of that. But what I like about Star Wars is you can do so many different things, and I want them to do different things with it.
Yeah.
But if you want purely the original trilogy,
feel.
See, I feel like there's this weird balance of there's gonna be people who just want exactly to be the original, but then no matter what, you're not gonna please anyone because those people are gonna be oh, you're just fan servicing it up,
Yeah.
the hardcore,
which is funny because that is also a big complaint about this season.
I saw a little about that about this final episode. Just a brief tweet about it, people talking about it.
I see it on Reddit a lot with a lot of the episodes. But I saw also an interesting point that I saw someone bring up in the comments.
I don't call it fan service when it's still completely driven by character.
Well, and the other thing is that, like, the funny thing is that I saw a lot of people talking about was just, it's very similar to Season 1, it's just this time, instead of having one-off characters that are new, it's just we're having one-off characters that are people we know.
Yeah. Which is what you want, a balance of both.
Yeah.
Like, how advanced is someone, like, we knew from books, but also we've never seen before, so that, like...
And also, most people didn't know him.
Well, yeah, most people don't know all these characters, because they didn't watch the cartoons.
That's the funny thing, is that, like, as you distill each step through Star Wars, like, obviously most people have seen the movies, then I would say probably Mando next is the thing that most people have seen. Yeah. Then you got, like, Clone Wars and Rebels, and then you've got, like, the comics and the books all the way at the bottom, where, like, the least people have seen
the very
those.
Bottom of Resistance.
So it's like when you pull all these characters together, you know... Because that's the thing, it's like... Obviously, us hardcore Star Wars fans see all these named characters that we know of from other stuff. And so I kind of...
See, but I think that makes it better. And it's not like they're just using... If they were being used in a way that felt like it didn't make sense, then that's fan service. But everything they're doing here makes fucking sense. Like, obviously, Bo-Katan was going to be in the show. Fucking Gideon, the fucking Darksaber at the end of Season 1. Like, and we still don't know how the fuck she lost it!
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree. I'm just saying, like, I could maybe... like understand, but then the other thing is you have to understand this is like the biggest Star Wars thing other than the movies, so most people that watch The Mandalorian don't know these characters.
Yeah, so
this is their way of getting people into more shit.
Yeah.
By having it be like at the top level.
Like fan service is putting R2-D2 and C-3PO in Rogue One. That's fan service. It serves no purpose. Everything they've done this season has served a purpose.
Yeah.
Especially Ahsoka. Especially Bo-Katan.
Yeah. Well, I would say especially Bo-Katan, and I would say definitely Ahsoka, but also...
like how else would we know his name?
Yeah.
Like, someone to talk to him, like, someone to lead him to someone of his own kind. Like,
yeah.
The only... Like, honestly, Cobb Vanth is more, like, hardcore fan service than any of them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or Boba would be the most... No, Boba's not fan service. They had to make him a character.
Yeah.
He's more of a character than he's ever been. Yeah.
They also just had to finally bring him back.
Right.
After all these years of rumors. Also, we didn't mention it before when we talked about the Boba show being announced. It finally happened after like 6 years of it being rumored.
Right?
Movies, TV shows, all rumored to be about Boba Fett. We're finally getting one.
Woo! Do I care about it? A little now?
Yeah, now that Boba's actually a character.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I'm sure if we read the comics, we would like Boba Fett.
I would say I would consider him the most fan service character to use this season, but this is the first time they ever made me like him and made him a character, in my opinion.
And I feel like that's just because we haven't read the comics.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah.
Because
I was like I said, if you don't like Mandalorian, you're never going to like Star Wars again.
Yeah.
Just, like, stop.
Well, you don't have to stop, but just...
stop complaining. Like, you know what it's going to be. This is the peak of Star Wars. Whatever Dave Filoni's doing. And because it can get better, but when it gets better, too, you don't like it either with Rian Johnson, you know? Like, you can't win.
Oh, I can almost hear the triggering.
Dude,
that's why I can't wait for our Last Jedi review.
Oh, I can't wait to rewatch all of them now, especially after this.
I know.
Like, you see, like, Luke says little things that might, like... Grogu? Could that be Grogu?
I want our...
Like you're talking about the end of episode 6?
Oh,
you're not the final...
Yoda?
Yeah, like, Grogu? Like,
Yoda's
what's
like,
Grogu?
There is another hope.
How much do you think George Lucas is involved in Grogu? Because you know they talk.
Oh, absolutely. I could not even begin to tell you. I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, no, sorry. I went on my little rant about the annoying Star Wars fans. Like, you don't have to like it, but, like... That's why I can't wait for Don't get your hopes of ever liking Star Wars again.
That's why I can't wait for our Last Jedi review. And I almost...
We'll probably do that in January.
Is it weird for me to say that I almost want that to be our most disliked video?
Bro, we had a video where we kind of dupe people, but... For a joke.
Well, yeah.
That's going to be our most disliked video if it ever gets more traction.
But that's where I want, like... just because it would prove our point.
Yeah. See, I don't think there's many people... we're kind of getting off track here with the Last Jedi stuff now, but, like, I don't think as many people hate that movie as you think.
And I think more people hate it than you think. It's somewhere in the middle of us.
Like, if you ask, like, the hardcore hates it, but, like, if you ask people who just saw it in theaters who aren't on Twitter, who aren't on the Star Wars Reddit, like, oh, yeah, that was a good one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, I feel like the answer's somewhere in between both of our thoughts.
Yeah. Me looking at my Last Jedi cup over that I was drinking out of watching this episode. I just need to buy more Mando merch now, you know? I don't have enough.
But I think...
I think that's it. I gotta get ready for work.
Yeah.
It's getting late. I gotta do Grand Arena, you know? And also, we're gonna be talking about this a lot in the next year on our channel.
Yeah. So get ready for that podcast.
Yeah, so... Hope you guys enjoy this episode. Like I said 10 minutes ago, if you don't like this show, you're probably not gonna like Star Wars again, so don't get your hopes up. But yeah, Filoni, God, love you, Favreau. You guys are great. I can't wait for season 3, man. Star Wars Celebration 2022, gonna be off the motherfucking chain.
My opinion, Time Person of the Year, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni.
And Grogu. Honestly, Dad of the Year, fucking Din Djarin.
Grogu's not a person, though.
Right. I've always loved...
Grogu's a higher being.
I can't get over that moment, dude. That's so good. When he takes his fucking
What were you about to say, though? You always what?
I've always been a big fan of Grogu and Din, but, like... It's time for us to do our top 50 videos, dude. It's time. It's time.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But we gotta end this
so
video.
Tell us what you thought. Tell us what you think the future of Star Wars is. What do you think of this episode? Like, what does it mean? What is Luke gonna do with Grogu? Let us know!
And if you guys are still watching after our 85 side tangents at the end of the video, smack a like.
And we love you so much. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And yeah, until next time. Baby Grogu.